evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining the webinar for today. So this session is about the cybersecurity internship, virtual internship. And this is the first session, day first of the session of the entire internship program that is going to run from February 2026 to April 2026. And we will be sharing this recording in our BCBUZZ Technologies YouTube channel, as well as those who have registered for this webinar and those who are unable to attend this webinar will be able to receive the recording by email later tomorrow, maximum by tomorrow. So first of all, we have some important disclaimer slides regarding this entire program, the cybersecurity remote internship. These slides are not about the internship program, but these slides are exclusively about the cybersecurity domain as a career choice, as a subject that students are learning in their academy, as a subject people are considering to start companies, become entrepreneurs, and so on. So this webinar, I'm going to read first a few slides so that I'll make it very clear of what we all have to be in agreement, because the success of this webinar lies in hands of both entities, both parties, both stakeholders, the delivering company, the team at the delivering partner, and as well as the learners here, you who are attending this webinar today. So this webinar, the Associated Cybersecurity Remote Internship Program, and all the related materials are strictly intended for educational, offensive, and defensive security and authorized testing purposes only. We have few important things to share regarding this entire session for the 3 months, and there are few things we expect every single learner to keep in mind every time they step in and do some activities. Even after the completion of this program, in future, in their career, in the job they are working for, whether they are becoming an employee, whether they are becoming a consultant, whether they are starting their own venture, all these ethical principles apply. So first one, the authorization scope of testing. It has been come to notice recently, people, some students, not everyone, scan sites without the prior authorization, and they even send some random report that I used this tool to scan this, I found this, and so on. In terms of law, in the view of law, this is not the ethical practice. So all the demonstrations, tools, techniques, labs, and methodologies discussed or shown during the session, following sessions, and the rest of the program must only be executed on systems, applications, networks, cloud resources, APIs, IoT devices, or environments where the participant has explicit written and lawful authorization. Please keep the words in mind. The participant has to have an explicit written authorization, lawful authorization. There are many hidden unknown things under each words here, which we'll be covering in the future sessions. For example, verbally calling someone to start an audit is not an ethical activity at all. Someone has to provide a written authorization. And second thing, lawful authorization, I should be authorized enough. I should be having the responsibility and the authority to authorize a audit. I myself cannot think like I have the authorization to audit a website if I'm an employee of a company. So any form of unauthorized access, service disruption, or the privilege escalation without consent, credential harvesting, data exfiltration, bypassing security controls, and so on. This is not the complete list. This is the high-level list, the comprehensive list. Is illegal and strictly prohibited under various laws. It doesn't matter what our intent is. Number 2, ethical hacking under responsible conduct. So the participants are expected to operate under 100% ethical standards at all times. You need to align with a proper responsible disclosure principles. Always try to have or keep least privilege access. You always keep in mindset that you need to know things on the requirement. Beyond that, please do not attempt to know everything behind the auditing scope or the asset. And the non-repudiation and the traceability, we will cover that in the upcoming sessions in detail. These are like technical terminologies. Again, this is not the complete list. This is like a high-level comprehensive list. So the misuse of the skills, scripts, or exploits, scanners, and automation frameworks outside this permanent environments It is a direct violation of ethical cybersecurity practice, not only in India, across the globe as well. Number three, compliance with Indian laws. So all these activities must comply, always comply with applicable Indian cyber laws, including but not limited to. We have mentioned few laws and acts here, IT Act and DPDP Act and so on, and Indian Penal Code, which is like there is another form of BNS. We will cover this about all these things by the end of this program around April 2026. So any violation, it may result in criminal liability, civil penalties, and academic consequences and permanent career damage. There is a possibility for that. We have the responsibility to educate the students under which boundaries they need to operate when they are handling cybersecurity as a learning, as a practice activity, and so on. Number four, global legal and regulatory compliance. The participants must also respect international cybersecurity data protection regulations, including but not limited to GDPR. This is for European Union, Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, UK Computer Misuse Act, ISO, IEC standards. There is something called California Act, CCPA, and we have a DORA compliance. We have a lot of compliance. Middle East has a compliance, Australia has a compliance, Singapore has their own compliance. So whatever we do, you need to also keep in mind about the global compliance as well. So cross-border systems and cloud platforms are governed by multi-jurisdictional laws, and ignorance of the law is not a defense. Let's say you are auditing an app, and the app is lying in a Azure virtual machine, and Azure virtual machine, you should not start the audit just because you are under a guess that it is under Indian geography. Azure may have a backup near to a different location. For example, it may be in Singapore, it may be in Dubai, it may be in one European region. So global cloud platform regulations are also applicable as well. And most important, no real world exploitation. This program does not promote hacking, cracking, piracy, cybercrime, or offensive activity against real world organizations. So any tools or techniques demonstrated, example reconnaissance, vulnerability scanning, exploitation concepts, attack simulations, are strictly within controlled lab environments and must never be applied to live production systems without prior written authorization. So these slides will be available for you to refer later, so that whenever you are stuck with something or something crosses your mind, you will be able to check this later. And individual responsibility, accountability. So this is not under any academy. It's not like a student does it and the academy takes ownership of it. So this is like every single person, every single learner, every single participant is individually responsible for this. So each participant is actually personally responsible for how they use the knowledge they have gained, where they apply the techniques, ensure lawful access and written permission always. And the most important disclaimer, we, the organizers, mentors, trainers, platform providers, and affiliates, we bear no responsibility for any misuse, misconduct, or illegal activity carried out by the participants. Most important thing, again, zero tolerance policy. So any of the participant found to be violating ethical standards and breaching confidentiality, we will be enforced to face immediate termination from the internship program and probably blacklisting from the future. This is not to this is to set a standard and the expectation requirement from our side that all of us is required and expected to operate within a ethical boundary always. Career and professional conduct notice. Of course, cybersecurity is one of the most trust-based profession. So one ethical action can permanently disqualify that person from the jobs. It may block the background verification, affect global employability. This is not the complete list. The consequences and the impact is a little bit vast and huge. So ethics is not optional here. It's not like 9 times we are ethical and 1 time we are not ethical. It's not like that. It's always should be in mind. So it is, the ethics is the foundation of cybersecurity beyond everything. So what's the agenda of this webinar today? This introduction about the cybersecurity internship program webinar is going to cover these agenda items. One is the introduction about this program. Another one is the SHIGARDS 2026 and who can enroll, how to enroll, ISC2 certified in cybersecurity exam preparation support, internship objectives, communication channels, capstone project, bi-weekly and QA sessions. Let's get into it. So first thing about the introduction to the cyber remote internship program. This program is going to run from Feb to April 2026, going to be like close to 12 weeks. And today is the introduction session about the webinar, about the entire program, that is the Cybersecurity Internship program. Also part of SheGuard's 2026 cohort, which is the actual program intention. And since we have been approached by few students who are male students, they wanted to check if they can also be part of a program, but it says SheGuards and so on. We thought we'll keep it open for both gender, both men and women. Welcome. That's the reason we are maintaining a common terminology here, even though this is part of SheGuards 2026 primary objective and initiative. And the classes is going to be running from Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The first session of this internship program is on 13th Feb, that is next week. And every day it will be starting at 6:30 p.m. IST, Indian Standard Time, and it will be running for 90 minutes, including Q&A. And those who are busy with some academic activities, those who are travel and so on, if they are unable to join, there will be the recording available always for them to refer, listen, understand, and to follow with the internship activities. So SheGuards 2026, of course, you'll be able to see this in the SheGuards website. If you go to the second tab, SheGuards 2026, you'll be able to see the 12-week learning journey. This entire webinar is going to focus content management system, especially WordPress, penetration testing. So I'll say a little bit about this webinar as well as the entire program. We are going to cover vulnerability assessment and penetration testing as part of this remote internship. And inside vulnerability assessment and penetration testing, we are going to focus how to start and complete a pen test end-to-end. And in that, we are going to take one subdomain, like one subject underneath it called CMS, content management system. If you take a billion websites, if you take 1 billion websites, close to 40% of the websites or 40+% of the websites will be running CMS. And inside this CMS, we have one major platform called WordPress. It would be running close to 65 to 70% out of this 40% of billion count of websites. Beyond WordPress, there are other CMS platforms like Drupal, Shopify, and so on. That will be a little bit out of the scope of this entire program. But we are going to focus this WordPress platform across the globe, and we are going to focus on penetration testing of WordPress websites and how to manage a project like vulnerability assessment penetration testing activity, starting from signing up an NDA with the client, starting from understanding the scope of WordPress pen test audit, how you can keep an internal track of what you have found, your findings, your logs, your POC screenshots, and how to format a report, what kind of reports you need to send, and how long you can retain the report, what are the policies in terms of data retention when you are having a report, and how you should, what kind of channel you should use to report to the client, and how you should always keep it secure from any other external access. All these things will be covered under this 3 months program. So we are going to focus WordPress penetration testing only under the CMS pen test core topic. A little bit about SheGuards. We had the SheGuards program charter launched on 21st of January by our respected retired dean from Avinash Lingam Institute of Home Science, Coimbatore, Professor Dr. Batmavati Ganapati. Ma'am has been very instrumental for us in guiding us from the first cohort of SheGuards itself and from 2024. And one of the objective for her, usually she used to mention We need to come up with something that adds value to women across all ages, irrespective of what their engagement is. Like, for example, someone may be graduating 2026, someone may be starting the college life in 2026, someone might have graduated 7 years ago and maybe in career break, for example, taking care of kids, families. Someone might have been busy with family life and they want to get into technology, and someone would maybe at the age of 45 or 50 and they want to get into cybersecurity, do something and so on. So we always had this goal to come up with a program where women across all ages, from age 21 onwards until retirement or whatever, we don't have the age limit here, can be part of something where they can learn something online and contribute something back to the technology world and contribute something back to the society. That was her majestic and auspicious thoughts, guiding thoughts at the time when she was guiding us in 2024. And of course, with the proper guidance, we conducted the 2025 cohort as well. Close to 815 participants from 15 countries attended the program last year. And this year, we have been starting a little late, but still we are sure that we'll be able to cover this program by April 2026. And these are the pillars, high-level pillars, when the program charter was launched a couple of weeks ago. And this is accessible, and this will be available from the SheGuard's LMS website. We'll be publishing the link soon. And who can enroll? Of course, like we said, it is open for all genders. Doesn't narrow down only to women. It's open for all genders. And anyone across the globe, age 18 above, can be part of this program. And of course, international students, if you want to have an enrollment, please reach us at support@base.io. How to enroll? You can go to this URL, either sheguards.org/virtual for women, and for men, you can go to this URL, https://bcburo.io/virtual. Both of this URL goes to the same registration processing. And after we have your registration details, enrollment details, we'll be able to onboard you. We'll be able to send the invitation mail, WhatsApp group link, and every single thing. All we need is your WhatsApp number and the actual working email ID, so that we will always stay in touch with you. So complimentary offering from this program, we also connected with one of the delivery partner in Bangalore. So the delivery partner will be offering ISC2 certified in cybersecurity exam preparation program. It's going to be 5 sessions starting from 8th Feb. That's coming. It's like 2 days ahead from Sunday onwards. So every Sunday there will be a training session on ISC2 CC exam preparation. All the 5 domains will be covered in this 5 sessions. And since ISC is offering like 1 million certificates, anyone who wants to enroll this and pass this ISC2 certification can utilize this complimentary training from us. And of course, the recording for the training will also be available for them in case if they miss the Sunday sessions. So this is not a package that is part of our part of the SheGuards program. This is like a complimentary offering in collaboration with our external trainer through an external platform. And of course, we have a BCBUZZ Technologies Private Limited, SheGuards Initiative, and cyber experts, SOC experts, our partners and so on. We are neither authorized or nor partner of ISC2. We are just assessing students to prepare for the certification. We are assisting students with the training, coaching in terms of the ISC2 CC domains. Going forward, okay, communication channel. Of course, we will have a WhatsApp channel communication where we'll keep share all the announcements. The WhatsApp channel also have like a 6,000 plus followers, where we always publish openings across the globe, especially in India, for freshers. It may be for IT, it may be for CS, it may be for mechanical. We don't filter it. Any job opportunity that comes for freshers, we usually keep it. We will usually publish that WhatsApp channel. And second thing, of course, we have left our email ID there. You can always reach us at support@bizz.io. The email ID is available in the last slide as well. And of course, once enrolled, we will add all the participants to our dedicated WhatsApp group, so that people will be able to interact with each other. People will be able to be in touch with each other. And also, we will leave our direct WhatsApp number later, in case if they are stuck with something during the program, or they want some assistant to access a recording, or they want to get a topic understood clearly, or some assistance if they need. We will also leave the direct WhatsApp number, so that the participants will be able to will be in touch. One more thing, as part of this project, as part of this 3 months internship program, there will be a capstone project, either by an individual or by teams. They'll be able to submit this capstone project as one of their academic requirements. This is again a complimentary offering as part of this internship. We expect every single participant to dedicate some time and the efforts to learn the subject and start and complete the project. We will be able to offer technical support assistance in terms of the cybersecurity domain, but we always wish that the student themselves have to identify a problem, come up with a solution, complete as a project, and will be the technical partner to support and mentor them and coach them and so on. Not like, completely taking over the project and get it done and complete and hand over the project to them. It's not like that. And there will also be bi-weekly Q&A sessions where people will be invited to join a huddle, like a meeting where people can, it's an open forum. Anyone can ask questions and anyone in the group will be able to answer it. This is this is limited to only the participants and the learners of this internship program. Of course, by the end of this program, the participants will be issued a internship completion certificate. It will be having a unique ID, digitally verifiable online through the link that we will share. This is one sample certificate. It's just a draft certificate just for presentation today. And as a company, what we do, we are into cybersecurity services. Of course, we are setting up SOC probably in another quarter. Sorry for the mistake. It has to be like quarter 2 2026. And we focus on offensive security as a consulting, solution, and auditing services to startups, MSMEs, SMBs, and enterprises across the globe. Currently, we are engaged with the web app pen test, mobile app pen test, network, external network assessment, internal network assessment, cloud, social engineering. Of course, we are going to add AI security, smart contract, and so on in the next few months. Of course, for the learners, we have the LMS app available in our Android platform. It's called Cyber. You will be able to download it and install it, so that you'll be accessing the same LMS webinars, courses through this mobile app. And this is our LMS platform, learn.bizz.io. We'll be able to send the links to register in this when the program initiates. And of course, those who are registered will be able to send the confirmation and the access to this LMS platform. So this is our WhatsApp channel. Please take a screenshot or scan it. You'll be able to follow the WhatsApp channel to get regular updates on webinars, courses. Of course, the major posts will be about job opportunities. This is the overall identity about our the company name and our websites, our own websites, and the support email ID, and we are available LinkedIn to reach. So I'll quickly go to the enrollment link. You can take a screenshot of this, or you can take a note of it, and you will be able to complete the enrollment. Of course, the first session in IAC to CC is starting on 8th Feb, and then the actual first session in CGuards and CMS Fentest starts on 13th Feb.